What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got Monday Night Football tonight. It's the Giants and the Chiefs. So we're going to kick this off talking about the Vegas totals. It opened up at a 52.5 and it had gone down to a 52, but relatively still stayed the same. I kind of disagree with Vegas. I think this hits the under. We've been pretty good with those picks. Hopefully we keep it rolling here, but I'm going to side with the under on this one. Surprisingly, I thought it would drop, when Saquon and all them officially did get ruled out, Kenny Galladay, but still stayed about the same. But I'm going to go with the under here. I think it stays under. Moving on to the slate, we have quite a questionable marks on everyone. Quite a bit of questionable Giants. Pass catchers, Saquon's already been ruled out. I mentioned that. So we'll just start off with the questionables here. We have Saquon and Tony being questionable. I think at 4:30, I think not Saquon. I think Sterling Shepard has a way better shot of playing than Tony, but I honestly think they both play. The fact that he got ruled out, Saquon, and Kenny got ruled out already, leads me to believe they will play. I understand they are a game time decision, and it will depend on that. But I'm going to go into this slate with both Tony and Shepard playing as of right now. Closer to lock, I'll mention follow us at Quickie DFS. We'll be providing plays for tonight's showdown slate. We also have NHL going on, and I know the guys are working hard on NBA right now. So come check us out at Quickie DFS, and we can get you some core plays and a lineup if you're into that. We also would love if you could support our YouTube channel and like and subscribe. So now I'm going to approach this slate with both Shepard and Tony playing. If they both play, I think they're both in play as far as in your lineup, because I don't, once again, there's no Galladay. Dennis Pettis is going to be potentially wide receiver 4, because you have Darius Slayton still right here. So Pettis is gone. You kind of want, if you want to play Evan Ingram, you want one of them to be out, in my opinion. You want Sterling Shepard to be out, or you want Tony to be out, because that's when we've seen Evan Ingram kind of get peppered with targets. But I don't necessarily love Evan Ingram if these two are in play. So with them being in play, I'm not really interested in Ingram, no interest in Pettis. Also, I don't love Slayton. I mean, yeah, he did well. Like, he gets targets and stuff when he does. When he plays, when he's out there, he does get targets. I don't love it. He doesn't do much with his targets. I like these two guys. As far as which way I'm leaning, it'll honestly I'll look at how they look in warm-ups, and which one looks better to me. They're the same price pretty much. They're $200 cheaper on DraftKings. And on Fanduel, just skipping over really quick, Tony is a way better play on Fanduel just because of his price. Shepard's kind of priced up, honestly, on Fanduel. So I lean Tony on Fanduel, and I think it's a pick-em between Shepard and Tony, whichever one honestly looks better in warm-ups. And that'll all depend. You really got to monitor that. Going on to the Giants running backs. So I'm definitely in on both pass catchers. If you had to pick one between Shepard and Tony, I'm not sure, but I'm in on both of them. Booker is the main back for the Giants. He's not splitting with anyone. 100% the main back. When they're in the lead, he's in the game. When they're losing, he's in the game. Booker's honestly not that bad of a play. I really do kind of like his price too. I think he could be a little bit more expensive than what he is. So with that price and what I think his role is on this Giants offense, I think he's in play. But I'm going to lean Tony or Shepard, if not both of them, because I don't love the Chiefs' cornerbacks or safeties, and I think they can absolutely, eat against them. Where Devin Booker, a little bit more game script dependent, and I think they're going to have to throw. Although he does, like I said, he number one back, gets all their targets. I don't love it. I think Tony and Shepard are the Giants to play. I also am in on Daniel Jones. I think he's a good play tonight. I don't think he's a captain play, but he's a good flex option. I think he could get you exactly what you need to get into the cash. We know he's playing the Chiefs. They're a terrible defense. And I think he's a valuable option in the flex if you're going to be playing the Giants like I expect to. No John Ross. We're probably going to need some value on this slate because we're going to want to play Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes, or I am personally. But the only thing about that I don't love is you have Mecole Hardman right here. He's only $800 more than Buckner. You got to try to get to Mecole because that touchdown upside from Mecole is going to help a lot. And I get Graham Gano is $1,000 cheaper. It's a little bit more intriguing because it's a whole $1,000 cheaper, but you still want to try to get to Mecole because you want that touchdown upside in your lineup. Although I want to say, Graham, if you have this 15-point game again or this 12-point game, Graham, it's going to be hard not to play you. So there definitely is upside, but you want to take that wide receiver with the touchdown upside. Now that we're just down here, I'm not really going to play too much Jarrett McKinnon because we're going to need some value. I think you might be able to play him. He is too cheap, but it's not someone I'm too highly on. Someone that I'd be a little bit more wanting to play would be DeMarcus Robinson. I think he has a higher upside than somebody like Jarrett McKinnon. So those two guys are kind of on my radar, but Robinson's way more on my radar than anyone else down there. I love Patrick Mahomes today. It's going to be hard, really hard to get him into your captain because of his price. So I'm kind of going to lean Tyreek Hill in my captain today, I think. But I don't really have much to say about Patrick Mahomes. He's played like shit last week. Of course, we played him in cash week 7, and he played like shit. So he should be wanting to come out and absolutely silence all the haters. He's going to perform. It's prime time. The Giants aren't that good. I definitely think he's going to get back to his normal self. And now with his pass catchers, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey, they're both obviously elite. But I think you like Tyreek's upside a little bit more than Kelsey, in my opinion. So the way I see these two is, in a scenario, is Travis Kelsey is a good game for Travis Kelsey, realistically, or maybe a normal game for Travis Kelsey is 100 yards and a touchdown, maybe 8 receptions, and that's good. That's really good, obviously. But on a showdown slate where you're not necessarily playing cash, you want to bink a GPP. I think you want the upside of a Tyreek Hill where he could, give you 150 yards, 10 catches, and 2 touchdowns. He's proved to you that he could do that too. I'm not just throwing darts. Tyreek Hill can do that. He's elite. So I lean Tyreek Hill, and I think I want to play Tyreek Hill in my captain tonight. So that's where I think I'll be spending most of my money is Tyreek, and I really hope Tony plays and looks good in his warm-ups. I would love a scenario where, I might be jumping the gun, but where Tony could kind of ping-pong with Tyreek Hill. And I know it's asking a lot for both of Daniel Jones and Tony, but it would be an awesome scenario. They remind me of a lot of each other, that they could kind of ping-pong and both have a good night, and maybe see a jersey swap at the end. Going over to Fanduel, it's kind of, I don't really like the pricing on Daniel Jones on Fanduel, but they don't charge you up for placing somebody in your captain on Fanduel. So I guess, Daniel Jones is reasonable. But so if I'm, just building over here on Fanduel, I said I wanted Tyreek, obviously. So he'd be here. I'm looking maybe, I'm going to pair him with Patrick Mahomes. And I said I love Tony, right? It depends if Tony plays. But if you can play Tony and you have, average player salary of $10,000, you can pretty much pick anyone, really. With the value I had mentioned, and Demarcus Robinson that I think is a good value. I don't, hopefully he falls into the touchdown, but he is a value. Just remember that. It's if you need value, you can get up to just about anyone you would like. Now going over here to DraftKings, I obviously like Tyra Hill. I want Patrick Mahomes, and I'm playing Tony. You get a little thin, right? You have 4,900. But that's where those guys that I mentioned, the value is going to come in at. I don't want to give out my whole entire lineup. So if you'd like to get my plays, please DM me at QuickieDFS. And I hope this video helped you guys out. But that's going to do it. And if you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome.